Nick Lowery worked for 3 presidential administrations, earned his undergraduate degree from Dartmouth College, and a master's degree from the prestigious Harvard Kennedy School of Government. As a motivational speaker and media commentator, Nick's list of credits is remarkable. As a professional motivator, Nick can impact anyone's ability to overcome great odds in order to achieve lasting fulfillment and success.
Nick Lowery was inducted into the Kansas City Chiefs Hall of Fame in 2009, the most accurate and prolific field goal kicker in NFL history when he left the National Football League. Nick set 4 all-time NFL records after being cut by 8 NFL teams 11 times. Exactly. Nick's story is about persistence, focus, and passion. Nick is the only American to work for both President George H.W. Bush in 1989 and President Bill Clinton in 1993 in the White House Office of National Service. Please welcome to the stage the rock star chief, Kansas City Chief, Nick Lowery!
Visualize, feel, where are you going to be? What's your state going to be when you got pressure? It's always pressure. Is it real pressure? Will you be ready? You're going to be ready. Today it's about focus, because what do we choose to focus on every day if it isn't empowered by a purpose? My father literally, which I found out only upon his passing, at his funeral, 2 of his colleagues said, your father wasn't just senior CIA. When we lived in London, my father was head of station of the CIA. I think this is so cool. If you watch James Bond, another James Bond film is coming out. They just had Mission Impossible. There's an M figure, MI6, right? If you ever watched James Bond. My father was the American equivalent and met with MI5 and MI6. I just think that's so cool. And yet, did my father share that with me? No. Why? Because his job was about serving this country. And so he even kept it from the ones he loved, because it was about doing the right thing, even when no one's looking. But criticism is part of the mathematical, social, emotional equation of leadership. It's what you have to deal with. The kicker has to do it when he runs on the field, and trust me, there are 11 guys from the Oakland Raiders, let's say, 21 feet away, averaging 6'7", 295 pounds, with a 36-inch reach and a 37-inch vertical jump. They can jump literally 11 and a half feet, and they're whispering and shouting lovely, sweet nothings to me about my family, parts of my anatomy. It was not easy to realize I couldn't control the torrent and chaotic discord, the noise around me as I was trying to kick. There are 80,000 people. I like to say it's like you're naked and alone with 80,000 people. And it's a great analogy for these moments for all of you. Sometimes, by the way, they're private moments when no one's watching and you have to do the right thing. Football, I want you to think of, is your metaphor for the moment that's going to come this year, bless you, when you least expect it, probably. So since you're not going to be able to predict it, expect that it's going to come and prepare so that whenever it comes, you're ready. Does that make sense? All right, you're getting the idea. Because in reality, just like Craig said, I was cut by 8 teams 11 times. A funny thing happened. Remember that movie? A funny thing happened on the way to the forum. A funny thing happened on the way to getting... Are you guys identical twins? OMG, I'm a twin. High five. Yep. Gosh, you look like an advertisement. Yes, everybody has some gum? But a funny thing happened, which was simply that When I confronted my dreams, it was terrifying. My journey may have been completely different than everyone else in here, but in reality, all of us can deal with public humiliation, wanting at least to confront our dreams, and then learning the process of what goes on in here and here as we go through adversity. You know, some of the things that hold us back from making money sometimes is we associate negativity with it. So I challenge you, write down the goals, but also write down how you want to feel about yourself and who you want to share it with, okay? And if you do that, that preparation will, I guarantee, fulfill that sense and help give you the emotional dynamite to move over the fence within your soul to the powerful part in your purpose that really matters. A wonderful book, Overachievement by Dr. John Elliott, a friend of mine from Dartmouth. Really recommend it. Chapter 2 is about nerves. And his point is that when we have those early associations, like giving the book report with our girlfriend in the front row when we're in second grade and we don't do well, and we're nervous, we think it's the nervousness. His point is it's the preparation and the skill set. The skill set is not polished yet. But as we get to this age, it is always about preparation. Great analogy for us is the winds of adversity affect our actions better when we trust our preparation. And that goes back to your thing about, you know, pointing out the specific thing that was wrong as opposed to finding that one thing that allows the natural flow to happen. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope it helps. So it's 1988, and I'm 22 for 23, which is an NFL record for percentage late in the season. And I go into a 7-Eleven store, and I'm thinking, I've had a good year. And the lady behind the counter, kind of like this, had some milk and some eggs. She goes, "Hey, wait a minute, I know you. You're Nick Lowery for the Chiefs. Yeah, the kicker. I saw you miss that field goal. What the hell is wrong with you?"
Contact Nick today, seize the moment, and ask what he can do to help your team take it to the next level.
Football. 1993 is turning out to be the year of the kicker in the NFL. Touchdown seems to be coming harder, but field goals have never been so plentiful. An average of more than 3 a game so far. One result, superstar quarterbacks are having to share the limelight with superstar kickers. Nick Lowery, for example. Here's ABC's Dick Schaap.
This will be a 41-yard attempt.
No one kicks better than Nick. Nick Lowery of the Kansas City Chiefs, the most accurate kicker in the history of the NFL. But long before Lowery was a hero, he was a flop. He tried out for 9 different teams and was cut by the New York Jets and the New England Patriots, by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Colts, cut by the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins, by the New Orleans Saints and the San Diego Chargers, before he made it in Kansas City in 1980.
Each time I would go through it, it made me stronger.
Physically and mentally. Now at 38, superbly conditioned and supremely self-confident, Lowery is the master of his special art. Nick has worked in the White House during his off-seasons for 3 presidents on projects ranging from drug abuse to national service legislation, which probably explains why, when he kicked 5 field goals against Denver, scoring all of Kansas City's points, he received a handwritten note that said, "All your national service pals are very proud." It was signed, Bill Clinton. Dick Schaap, ABC News, Kansas City.